Bitcoin in 2013 was like that funky t-shirt you picked up on a whim and never wore. Back then, most dismissed it as play money for tech nerds. A few true believers, though, were quietly stacking coins at $100 each. It's wild to think that $100 Bitcoin in 2013 would be worth over $30,000 today. That's a 300x return. Imagine putting in just $1,000. By 2023, you'd be sitting on $300,000. Life-changing, right? Hindsight has this cruel way of mocking us. But let's be real. Most of us didn't trust it. It was sketchy at best. Silk Road headlines really didn't help. Oh, digital currency used for drugs and illicit stuff? Totally gonna empty my bank account into that, said no one. The pain point? Skepticism. Classic human bias. We fear things we don't understand. I mean, imagine explaining Bitcoin mining to someone without sounding like you're describing a video game quest. No, really, computers solve puzzles and create money. Back then, wallets were a hard-to-navigate mess. Paper wallets, cold storage, download this thing called blockchain.info. It felt as if you needed a computer science degree just to buy one Bitcoin. Most folks tapped out before step 2. And don't get me started on exchanges. Mt. Gox was huge then, controlling over 70% of all Bitcoin transactions. Trust your money with a company named after a defunct Magic the Gathering platform? What could go wrong? Spoiler, everything. Here's the kicker. People didn't see it as a store of value. Buying Bitcoin wasn't about preserving wealth. It was this novelty investment you made to prove you were edgy. Most of us just laughed it off. A mistake for the ages. If I could go back, I'd say this. Allocate 1% of your portfolio. That's it. Over a decade, the potential upside was so absurdly high, you could afford to lose it all. Worst case scenario, you forget about $100. Pro tip, understand the tech before dismissing it. Bitcoin was revolutionary beyond an investment. It was the first decentralized money. No bank, no government, no middleman. Just you and a digital ledger. That concept blew my mind the more I read. By late 2013, Bitcoin hit $1,200. Boom. The internet screamed bubble. Everyone thought it was over. Panic selling ensued. Prices crashed to $200 by 2015. Painful. But the lesson? 99% of the population will always miss the long game. Here's a metric for you. If you took $100 and bought Bitcoin every month starting January 2013, you'd have over $13 million by 2023. Small, consistent bets win big. Timing tops and bottoms? Stupidly stressful. Just dollar cost average. Even today, the echoes of 2013 linger. Skepticism, overthinking, fear, it all feels oddly familiar. But just look at those who dared to believe, who put in a little when the world was laughing. It's never about timing. It's about being early.